think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Ah, he's given it away. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! That was a matter of inches.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Threads one in. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And it's Zanetti. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Alvarez. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Rummenigge clears it away. And he's let fly. Raul. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Milan have their second corner now. Cleared away. And he's had a hit. And now they can spring out of defence. Approaching the half-hour mark. Passing nice and neat.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And the finish! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front. So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Howson. Oh, easy pickings there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mateus. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rummenigge, the man we've all come to watch. Mohamed Salah is flagged offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Whittles his way through. It's Raul! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this could be the final action of the first half. Rijkaard gets it away. And it's Rijkaard. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
A I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's nil-nil.
Victoria having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Donatoni. Alvarez. That's a little off target. Hermes. Rijkaard. Probing pass. Raul. Victoria are still that goal to the good. Alvarez. And that's been intercepted. Rummenigge. And that has left him in a heap. And he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. And now they can clear their lines. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Victoria finding their passes. Rodri. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Raul. And a chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Played out wide. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great ball if he can get there. Shapes to shoot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Forlan has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Coming on the field is number 10, Hazard.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Victoria still ahead by the game's only goal. He's looking wide, lofted in, and it's safely in the keeper's hands.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Knocks it into space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. And that's it. Victoria have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms...
Mohamed Salah! Nicely shaped ball. Well read. Nice interception. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Forlan on the through ball. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That has not gone well. Cannavaro. Ernest. Passing is crisp and sharp. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cannavaro gets flagged offside. Nicked it back promptly. Well, that looks a decent ball. Searching pass is played there. Oh, and a chance! And it's a goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Madrid are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, what a... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Played in. Chiellini tries to clear. Great chance! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Rummenigge. Threads one in. Cannavaro cuts it out. And he's in on goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. Well, it's Batistuta. And he's intervened well there. Quality ball. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for options for movement. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just eases him off the ball. And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
We expected better, and so did he. And he thumps it clear. And it's Rijkaard. Mohamed shot, surely! He scored! The second half sparked straight into life. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ambitious ball here. That is a great pick out. That's really well cleared. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rummenigge. Forlan looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Torres. Cannavaro. And Mateus. Victoria looking to pass their way through. Now this could be a chance. He's through, shoots! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Raul. Oh, it's come loose. Real chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. Referee's given a throw. Probing pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And this is Torres. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Minute has been indicated.
Rijkaard. He has found the way through. Now, can he find the finish? Mateus clears. And that interception was most necessary. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, clearly, Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary.
Creative from Peter. As many goals as he scored, he'll be.
Breakthrough in next to no.
Perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Deflection, but boy, he. And it's Salah. Great defending, strong and he's had it nicked away. Over well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rummenigge. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Rummenigge, and he's managed to get free. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Rummenigge tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Forlan. Now this could be a chance.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Hoeneß. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh no, this does not look good. Goes for a shot. No mistake. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, no joy this time. Rijkaard. Vitinha.
2 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that has put paid to that. And there is the half-time whistle. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the
Just a quick
manager has to
announcement. It
resist
is now
change
time for our
at this
special
stage.
lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates. Number 11, coming on the field is number 20.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be.
Bonus! Goal! The second half sparks straight into life. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Look at the space here. Plays it in low. The keeper gets his hands on it. Indonesia are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he was quick to react.
Victoria have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. He is through here. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Just eases him off the ball. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Tries a shot! He scores! Do not write them off. Back they come. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution for Indonesia. Number 26. Number 9.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 25.
This has
Coming on
become
the
one
field,
superb game of
number
football.
17.
Well, I'd happily
Number
watch this every week,
18.
Peter. This is
Number
exactly what you want from a big game.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That was good alert. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end.
Shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Forlan clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
He gets big. terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ernest. Rummenigge, a man we've all come to watch. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well-timed, excellent interception.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot, shot, goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! Oh, high. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Victoria never really...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's played through for him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rijkaard. And this is Mohamed Salah! Goal! Victoria! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Dijk is there to clear. And it's Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's well seen too. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rummenigge. They've got it again. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Passing nice and neat. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good spread. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Casillas gets good distance on it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Vitinha. This might spell it's fallen! Oh, that is very close.
Forlan brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Pernas picks it up from the goal kick. Rummenigge. Neymar. Vitinha. Now it's Hazard. Time and again they are repelled. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good ball, good take. Now he's got space here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
It's hit the upright. That's a cute ball. Tries to pass it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Out towards the flank. That's an imaginative pass. Hazard finds himself offside. Looking for options for movement. Van Dijk.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Forlan. Oh, that was vital. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now. Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position.
That's just safe and simple.
Salah. Now it's Shevchenko. Mbappe. Cannavaro. Pernas. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe. Now it's Neymar. And this is Shevchenko. Beckenbauer.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Ernest. Spread it left. Cannavaro cuts it out. Mbappe. Neymar. Neymar! Racing over the bar. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly
There will
seen
be
out.
1 minute added time.
1 minute to add according to the board. And that is as far as it goes. Victoria have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two
Hello,
sides get ready to
everybody, and
lock
welcome
horns.
to today's
This is
match.
football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again. And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And here's Boyan. Good take. Real chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Best really can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Great vision. It's come to nothing. Raul. Rummenigge. Gattuso. And it's Batistuta. And it's Beckham. Tries to play it through. It's Forlan. Beckham. Can he get on the end of it? Takes a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Just not quite happening for him just now.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Casillas claims comfort. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Troll, and he's picked out the run, and he's in on goal. It's Fulham! Goal! Victoria! There is the breakthrough.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Bojan Krkic going face-to-face with his great rival. Forlan. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Bojan. Raikkonen is always scanning the pitch for targets. And this is Bojan.
Victoria can certainly afford to see...
He's having a go! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! And he thumps it clear. Best. And he's taking no chances there. And this is Beckham. That's an excellent interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Forlan. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead. To the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Victoria go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Shot a goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Raikkonen. And it's Beckham. Bojan Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And smartly reclaimed. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Best. Good purposeful running this.
Arsenal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now. Has a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Boyan. And he shoots! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square. And the finish! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the comeback is complete! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Arsenal take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Best tries a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Number 3 coming up.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That pass isn't the best. Patrol. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Forlan. Oh, that's well spotted.
Victoria really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a throw-in. There will be 4 extra minutes. Rummenigge. And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Riker. That's that, the end. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost. So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to today.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's full, and here we go. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Victoria are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Ernest. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete.
Shapes to shoot! Has another goal! Goal! Manchester United! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players.
Decent chance! They're going to be quick to recover this. And one more try! Goal! Minutes gone. This ended up in no man's land. Guardiola. Now Hernus. Rummenigge. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Looking for the run. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely intercepted. And it's Forlan. Oh, super find. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Rummenigge has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Vitinha. It's been slid through. And this is Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. Griezmann. And he cuts out a supply.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rummenigge. Forlan. Shot could be on. And that has been clubbed away. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps to leave things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but hopefully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Victoria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Griezmann. Searching pass he's played there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Vitinha. Nicely spread. No, that was never going to make it. Some resolute defending there. And that's put paid to a promising move. How to play for a goal kick. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Somewhat off target. Rummenigge. Passing nice and neat. Your impression so far, Jim?
Victoria are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Big chance!
That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 21.
Time then for the first
Griezmann.
substitution of the game.
Coming on
And
to
the break in
replace
play
him
means
is
they can now affect
number
their change.
20.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's being urged to shoot. There's the shot! It's let loose. Who's going to get there? He'll try to... Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Vitinha. Crossed it again. Bastoni gets good distance on it. And it's Vitinha. Should have equalised.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shot! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Oh, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Beckenbauer defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's being urged to push that! Oh, it's hit the post! Now it's Messi. And here's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi! They've scored! So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Messi. Now it's Osimhen. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Messi.
Victoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pass is just off target. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rummenigge.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Messi. And it's Hazard. Great ball if he can get there. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Foot in. Has a look and plays it forward. That is lovely. And he's running through. And Messi! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Victoria really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And this is Forlan. Great defending, strong and determined. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. Rijkaard. Rummenigge. And this is Forlan. Good take, and it shapes this. It's bounced back off the post. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aimed beyond the defence. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
McTominay. Probing pass. Guardiola. Vitinha. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's picked out the run. And he can clear it away. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Messi. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to play it through. He's certainly onside. Hazard! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully met.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Now, he's got space here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Victoria have got it back and they'll have another go. De Bruyne powering forward here. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Beckenbauer. Vitinha. Victoria looking to pass their way through, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, and the shot! Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the crit.
And Messi! Off the post. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Hernes. Now it's Forlan. All played right into his path. Mohamed Salah shoots! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now this could be a chance. Lovely bit of skill. Shapes to shoot! Forlan. And this is Forlan. He's got away. Plenty to... And he shoots! Oh, that's horribly mistimed. And it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To further improve their position of comfort. As you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. De Bruyne. And it's Messi. Nice looking ball. Can he latch on to this? There's the shot! Goal! And they are right back within touch. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now it's Messi. Aims beyond the defence. Casillas. Here's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
For your safety.
Victoria head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. There's the start of the second half. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's come to nothing. Beckenbauer. Oh, what a mistake! Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Rummenigge, can he get it through? Oh, this face to... Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Forlan, and he welcomes it in. Hangs one, a header! And he hits the net. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Victoria are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. Guardiola. Vitinha. Ajax appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now it's Forlan. Oh, super find. Rice. For De Bruyne. Lewandowski. Good read, needed to be. Guardiola. Vitinha. Hernes. And it's Salah. That is a great pick out. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Look at the space. Mohamed Salah! They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
What for? That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys. And he was quick to react. James. Hernes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And this is Forlan. Rijkaard.
Will be 3 minutes
De
and
Bruyne. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's found a way. It's Lewandowski! Oh, he really got hold of that. So that's it. It is all over. Victoria, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mohamed Salah. Passion, emotion, the
Hello,
game yet to kick
everybody,
off,
and welcome
the
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a score.
Decent chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Applies the finish! Magnificent from Massaro! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2-0 and in next to no time. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Beckham. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, Red, nice interception. Vitinha. And this is Mohamed Salah. Costa Curta. To Beckham. Massaro. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something? It's fallen! And somehow he kept it out.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Fallen! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. This is Batistuta. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vitinha. Rummenigge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a sharp pass. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Added time.
That's been cut out. Well played. Looking for options for movement. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Caceres. Ronaldinho. And this is Batistuta. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
I wouldn't fancy playing the...
Batis! And again they're denied by the woodwork. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Please.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Mbappe! Now, can he find a finish? That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neymar plays it. He gets big.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. Oh, there's a probing ball. Best. This is promising. Best! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great ball. And he's had a hit. Oh, that is outstanding. He's got himself an absolute peach. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful.
Real chance. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Neymar. He's tried one! Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Best. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back. Vitinha. Rummenigge. And it's Neymar. Now this could be... Tries a shot! And he comes up trumps again. And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Victoria are looking to go forward now. Best.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Rummenigge. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And now,
Well, both
I'd just
sides
like
would
to
have
read out
expected
our
a
fan club
closely
members who are
fought match,
celebrating their
and that's
birthdays
pretty
today.
much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kukchu receives it in a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Chance for a shot! It's in! And they're back in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Tries to pass it through, and he was quick to react. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! It's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be a
He's had a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
oh, what a hit, Peter. And there was nothing.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all